Hi everyone, so I've been wanting to do this video for quite some time. For those of you who love stamps, and then sometimes you buy a set and it's an unmounted rubber stamp like the Penelope D's for instance are. It's a little tough to stamp with these without stamping foam at the back. Of course, there's many ways to skin a cat. You can put some Tombow on, leave it to become tacky, and then you can put it onto your block. You can put a piece of double-sided tape there, but then of course that always leaves you know, the problem that piece of double-sided tape you then have to remove. Sorry, I'm just scratching here in my drawer. And now you have the issue of actually collecting lots of dust. Okay, so I started stamping in 2007, and this product, Easy Mount Foam Stamp Storage, has been around since then. Okay, so we still sell it at the shop. This one is very thin, and then you get a thicker one with a thicker foam, but that is about double the price. Okay, so what I tend to do, I'm first going to see the size that I need. Okay, and there's two ways to do this. You can peel off the backing, and then you can simply adhere this stamp, the unmounted rubber stamp, to that. Now if it's a straight edge, you can use your ruler with a craft knife, but I have had this pair of scissors as well for the last, I don't know, 15 years, and it's fantastic non-stick. So I use this for all my adhesive requirements, and there I have a perfectly mounted stamp. So now I can simply peel off the cling backing. There we go. Sorry, my sheet is very old, so it's probably a little bit stuck there. I haven't used this for so long. Okay, so there I get that off. I'll do a better job of that piece a little bit later. Okay, but that should be enough. So now I have the perfect cling that comes with all rubber stamps, and I can put that onto my stamping block and I can stamp away. So let's quickly test this. So for those of you who've been in some of my classes over the years, you know that I always say you take the ink pad to the stamp. Okay, so I'm going to take the ink pad to the stamp. It is a brand new stamp. I've never used it. Because this is a detailed stamp, I'm going to use my stamp pad. You can use a couple of magazines if you don't have a stamp pad. And of course we are going to put it down right from the top. We're going to apply some pressure, make sure, hopefully, that I get all that ink off. Now you can see there that this stamp you would have to take a little bit of care with, because those edges are going to lift. But look at that, absolutely fantastic. I also want to see what it does with my Versafine, my favorite stamping ink. So I would probably recommend that you just wipe those edges, you know, or that you just know now that that is your problem area, and then you're simply just going to press that down. Okay, there we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I actually wanted to use this gorgeous color, Chianti, from the Versafine Claire, because the papers I'm going to be using is, it's like a purpley reddish shade, and I want to see which one of these. That's very skew. Okay, that's going to come out very skew. Ooh, but that's lovely. Okay, so I really like that tone, which, because remember this Versafine ink is oil-based, so it's definitely not mixing with the Claire. And for those of you who don't know the Versafine Claire inks, you can actually heat emboss with, you can blend with them, you can stamp with them. They are absolutely fantastic. But there we go. So please don't be shy to buy these stamps. Like, these are awesome. I'm going to put all of them on the foam, and then I will stamp each of them and I will show you what they look like. Okay, so let's get started. I grabbed my craft knife to cut these big pieces because it was just easier than getting the scissors into the big pieces, because it's a small pair of scissors. So you can see there that it goes really easy with a craft knife, but then I go in with the scissors. Now, if you are good with a craft knife, and if you want to, you can definitely use your craft knife to do this. But I'm used to my scissors, so yeah, many ways to skin a cat there. I didn't do all of them. I thought that it would be best to just quickly do a few. And it's a ridiculous concept because I keep thinking, oh, these people are going to wait so long for me to show them. And that's the problem with teaching live classes your whole life. I mean, this is on a video. It doesn't matter how long it takes me. I'm just going to edit it. But anyway, you can see I'm excited. This is my favorite one, probably. That circle one that has the kind of stitching on it, and it's also the one that I'm going to be using now with my Versafine Claire inks. The Claire ink is just a fantastic stamping ink. Comes in a variety of colors. They won't blend with each other, contaminate each other. Anyway, so these inks are fantastic. You can see that I've got a couple of different colors. I'm not even cleaning the stamp in between. You know, the properties of the ink just ensures that you will probably never get contamination. I mean, unless you do like a yellow on black or something, it might be a little off color. So make sure you buy the right inks for the right application. I also do love this text one, and I can just fussy cut these, or you can stamp it directly onto your project. The sky's the limit. You can get them at most craft stores, I assume, or at Scrapbook Studio. Anyway, have some fun stamping, guys, and it's always a pleasure.